wrestling news. I'm coming to you live from New York City. Um, this is the first time I actually go live. So far, I'm getting a lot of feedback on my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the things happened this week in professional wrestling. It started off on Saturday night all the way to now. As you well know, um, this weekend is going to be a lot of wrestling. We got tomorrow night House of Glory. They're going to have the uh, high intensity eight, and anybody who's in New York City can go and see this event. That'll be the Young Bucks' last independent match outside of AEW. So you guys got to see this because they're gonna wrestle a private party. Most likely, it's gonna be a great match. So we'll see what's gonna happen. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I may be coming live from the New York City Arena on that event. So definitely, something to look forward to. Well, we're going to be talking about what happened this week. A lot of stuff happened. Let's still start off with Triple Mania that happened Saturday. A lot of people, even myself, I was in shock to know that Cain Velasquez, who was a UFC combatant, made his debut at Triple Mania on Saturday, and he teamed up um, with Cody Rhodes. For most of you, Cody. So now my question is, now that Cain Velasquez made his debut in AAA, would he debut in AEW, especially on October 2nd on the TV show? So there's something to look forward to. It'll be that he'd be like the Brock Lesnar of AEW. Even though Lesnar is a big heard, I haven't seen it, but what I heard, Velasquez was pretty much very agile, very athletic. He did a lot of wrestling moves that it takes a lot many years for a lot of wrestlers to actually, be able to do, So that was something to look forward to. But it's something for you guys to check it out. But as far as that's the question now: is Cain Velasquez, will he show up at AEW? So hey Mikey, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. But definitely, it's something to look forward to. Cain Velasquez, a lot of people will probably say, hey, this guy is another UFC guy showing up to wrestling. He may not do it. But what I heard, and the latest that I heard, that he did very well in his match. So there's something to look forward to. Also, something else coming from AEW. Apparently, AEW, they offered a contract to a champion, and I'm talking about Nick Aldis, of the NWA World Champion. As you well know, Nick Aldis wrestled Cody last year in All In, and you figure why not? Why not bring Nick Aldis and maybe you can work both federations and whatnot. So apparently that's not the point. I think AEW wanted them to be him to be exclusive to AEW, which then doesn't make no sense because hey, you're giving Jericho to wrestle in New Japan and you're giving Moxley a chance to wrestle in New Japan. Why not give Nick Aldis a chance to wrestle NWA? After all, he's the NWA World Champion. So it'll be really silly to actually, you know, to make a guy forfeit a title to come to AEW, which I mean he'll do great in AEW, but he's a great wrestler. He's good at what he does. But to give up the belt, I mean, I know what he's trying to do with NWA. They're trying to bring the old glory days back. I mean, even though now NWA is not working with Ring of Honor because Billy Corgan made it clear that they're trying to do their own television thing, and it looks like they're not working with Ring of Honor anymore. So that's something to really look at because now Ring of Honor, as you well know, they're still working with New Japan and CMML. Um, so that's something to look forward to. And also tomorrow on Ring of Honor, they have this something spectacular, which New Japan wrestlers, I believe, are going to participate, and also CMML wrestlers. That match for you guys to watch is Ladder Wars between Gorilla of Destiny and the Briscoes for the Ring of Honor World title. I'm not too crazy about the Matt Taven versus Alex Shelley for the Ring of Honor World title because You know, to me, it doesn't. There's no logic to it. Why would you give Ali Shelly a title shot when the guy has been out for almost a year out of? I think he retired and now he's coming back. It makes no sense to me. But it's crazy. But there's something for people to actually check it out. Also, WWE. I saw Monday Night Raw and I also saw um, SmackDown this week. I'm gonna go into Raw. The thing that really two things that caught my attention was one, the oh my god, so the Goldberg versus the Goldberg thing. Why is Goldberg coming back? But we all know what happened at the Super Showdown. Him and Undertaker. It was a horrible match. Goldberg had a concussion, and this is the reason why they're bringing Goldberg back. And then they put him with a guy that pretty much has been in mostly main events this year, and he has been garbage, which is Dolph Ziggler. And they're gonna put him with Dolph Ziggler, which that match is probably gonna be a squash match, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I don't know if you guys want to watch that SummerSlam, but that's the only reason that Goldberg's coming back, and the only reason he's coming back is to to put what happened at Super Showdown to the side. So hey, people don't think about it, but that's never gonna nobody's gonna forget that. So that is something for everybody to watch. But also the Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins storyline. They're making Seth Rollins look like a little girl because he's being like a little punk, even though I mean, they're trying to make him cool. They're trying to make him he's the guy who's going to make a comeback. They've been doing that with him since he became a babyface. And remember, in WrestleMania, the only way Seth Rollins won the title is when he kicked Brock Lesnar below the belt to win that title. He didn't really do anything to just probably curse stomp him 2 or 3 times, and that was it. But I don't see Seth Rollins winning the title. But what it looks like WWE what it's trying to do is get the fans behind Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins right now is not the guy that people are behind. And when he's the champion, they were not selling. They're not. I mean, if you look at it, most of the arenas were empty. So this is not something that people are gonna forget. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think him winning the title, it would be stupid for him to win the title and make Brock Lesnar look weak again. Um, Pretty much the so that's something for us to look over. Also, the one thing I also noticed, and this was on SmackDown, Aleister Black wrestled Sami Zayn. So now my question is, this match was supposed to be in SummerSlam. So now Aleister Black beat Sami Zayn on Tuesday with a black mask. Is this match even going to happen? Another match, or they're going to put it at the pre-show? Which is, to me, it's just crazy. But also another situation that brought to my attention, also that happened on Monday, was a tag team match between Charlotte and Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus and Natalia. Now, the ending of that match, I did like the way it ended because now you didn't put Trish Stratus against Charlotte. They didn't touch each other at all. And I said, great. Look, they did what they were supposed to do. You don't give that. You don't give that up, especially if it's a match for SummerSlam. So, well, what they do the following night, they have a promo between Charlotte and Trish Stratus, and Trish Stratus ended up slapping Charlotte, which to me was, what are you doing? You don't give that up. You wait to SummerSlam, so then the anticipation of them two going at each other. But having Trish Stratus slap Charlotte and then just Charlotte walking away, where's the logic in that? You know what I'm saying? Where is the logic on that? So, but that's another thing to look out to for on Sunday. Also, Roman Reigns. This storyline has become stupid. To me, it's become stupid because here's the part that got me. I'm saying to myself, okay, um, you got a guy walking down in the back, and this big steel thing comes down, but a lot of people did not see it or who didn't notice. I know. I mean, I was brought to my attention by my friend Mike, where the part when everybody's going to help Roman Reigns when all the steel beams and all that comes out. There was a guy in a hood with a big beard coming from behind, which looks like Eric Rowan. But my thing was, okay, so we know it's Eric Rowan and maybe Daniel Bryan. But what happens in SmackDown? He goes to the locker room. He empties out the locker room, and he goes after Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy, out of all people, this guy has not been on TV or wrestled a match since he was brought up from 205 to SmackDown. So my thing is, why are you grabbing him to, you know, you know, beat him up so he could tell you who was the person who was behind this? It didn't make no sense. Buddy Murphy, out of all people, Buddy Murphy hasn't wrestled a match in SmackDown. If he had, it might be dark match, and they haven't shown it on TV. So, I mean, to me, I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, it didn't make sense the way it ended. SmackDown ended, but this is your going home show. The way leaving Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan, who had just finished beating up New Day, and leave the show where Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan is looking at the screen where Roman's like, oh my God, it was Eric Rowan? Come on. It doesn't make no sense to me. That's how you know. That's how you know that Vince McMahon is in the SmackDown show. Because that's state Vince McMahon. Now Raw, on the other hand, Raw had a little bit, you could tell Paul Heyman, maybe a little bit of McMahon, but both shows did not. I think SmackDown was a little better than Raw. Um, they had a little bit of quality matches, but to me, it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. But now we're gonna go to the NXT. Definitely NXT. There's a lot of wrestling going on this weekend. NXT Takeover from Toronto. We got the two out of three falls between Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano, and then you have I think the Street Profits against I still call them Red Dragon from the Undisputed Era. Uh, I call him Red Dragon. I forgot that damn individual name right now. I don't have it in my head. But I see them, um, O'Reilly and Roderick Strong beating, if it's not Roderick Strong, I think it's Bobby Fish beating the Street Profits. That's going to happen because Street Profits been in Raw for a long time, and it looks like there's no it looks like they're not going to be in NXT. They're bringing them up because they're bringing them back, trying to be cheerleaders, all this crap. So I see Strong and O'Reilly winning the tag team belt. As far as Bobby Fish, maybe Bobby Fish will beat who the Velvet Dream is fighting somebody. It might be Bobby Fish. Who the hell knows? But that's gonna look good. I'm looking for. I'd rather watch NXT because NXT, even though it's WWE, NXT is like my favorite show when it comes to takeovers. The takeovers are awesome, but I don't understand how it is that they bring most of these guys up to the Raw roster and they shit on them. So I don't really understand that. And now another thing with NXT, Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle still has a problem with all these old school guys. And again, now Matt Riddle went again on Twitter, started talking crap about Lance Storm, Chris Jericho, Booker T, Goldberg, and talking about that he will beat up Chris Jericho, he'll punch him in the face, whatever. Jericho responded back by putting himself with a banana around his head and making a silly face. Jericho's not going to fall for that, so who cares? Matt Riddle, again, I still say you one guy who shouldn't be talking crap because you don't have the credentials to be talking crap about Hall of Famers. You just got into the business probably a couple of years, and you should be happy that you were able to get into the business because of your background, which is the UFC, and you was able to get in. But to me, Maverick is just becoming annoying. He's becoming a jerk, and all you're doing is burning your bridges because none of these Hall of Famers are going to give you any type of advice. So when you come up the roster to Raw, we'll see how good you're going to be. Because at the end of the day, you see what's going on with all these NXT guys. They bring them up and they shit on them. So it is what it is. But now we're going to get to the G1 Climax real quick. The G1 Climax is, especially the B block, is becoming very interesting. But let me talk about the A block real quick. As we know, and I've been telling you on my last other episodes, Okada was undefeated. So like the first six matches he had, he was beating everybody. He beat Lance Archer. He beat Zack Sabre Jr. He beat a host of others. But apparently, a couple of days ago, Sonata gave him his first loss. So he's no longer undefeated. But I mean, Okada's going to end up winning that block because he has already 12 points, and all the other guys got to catch up. Well, the B block has been very, very interesting. But John Moxley was dominating that block when he had 10 points. He won 5 in a row, and he was beating everybody. But ever since he lost to Yano, and then he just lost to Jay White, and he lost to Hiroki Goto. So now the block, in that block, it's about 4 guys tied for 10 points. You got Moxley, Jay White, Hiroki Goto, and Tetsuya Naito. So now it's 10. Now for Moxley to win that block, he has to defeat Juice Robinson, and I forgot who's the other person, but he has to win the next 2 matches. Otherwise, he will lose that block. I could see Naito probably winning that block because remember, Naito wants to be the first wrestler to be IWGP Intercontinental Champion and the IWGP Champion at the same time. Everybody's on it's not gonna happen. Never know. New Japan always gives you the best stuff, and when they least expect it, they catch you off guard. I could see it happening. I could see it happening because, as you all know, like I said already, Moxley has lost 3 matches in a row. So I think his last match is with Juice Robinson. He has to win that match. The only problem is if Jay White wins, okay, Jay White beat Moxley. So that's the tiebreaker right there. I believe who's the other guy? Goto. If he wins and Moxley wins and they tie, Goto gets to go to against whoever wins the A block. And the only thing that how Moxley can win is if Naito loses, Jay White loses, and Goto loses, and he has to win in order to win the B block. But that's what we have right now. It's not much that's gonna happen, but I mean, it's not much of news going on in the wrestling right now. But guys, this weekend, this Friday, yes, and it's true. A tournament with meaning. That is so true. G1 Climax is the best tournament there is in wrestling. You guys may not agree with it, but that's the tournament that puts you to the test to see how great of a wrestler you are. So, but like I said, this weekend is going to be a lot of wrestling going on. We got tomorrow night, Summer Spectacular for Ring of Honor. I'm going to the House of Glory with my friend Mike to House of Glory tomorrow night at the New York City Arena in Queens. I watch the Young Bucks versus Private Party. I believe LAX will be there. Special guest Scott Hall will be in there. I went to a House of Glory a couple of months ago, and I love it. I love it because it's a very close knit arena. You get to see the matches up close and personal. I love it, and I like supporting indie wrestling anytime I can. But yes, you got something spectacular. You got House of Glory tomorrow. Saturday you got NXT Takeover. Sunday you got SummerSlam. Uh, Am I gonna watch SummerSlam? Maybe, maybe not. I'll watch the replay. I'm not staying up to watch 6 hours of wrestling. That's not gonna happen. Not with me. So, but I will keep following on with the G1 Climax. That's getting interesting. I'm sure it's gonna end very soon. I think Sunday is the finals. I'm not sure, but once again, I want to thank those who have subscribed to my channel. I want to thank those who are watching me right now. I do have a audio podcast called the Chokeslam Wrestling Report. Is on Apple Podcasts. If you guys want to connect with me, I'm on Discord. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Twitter. By the name Ultimate One Wrestling News. You can find me anywhere there. You can check out what I'm bringing to the table and what I'm bringing every week. So once again, I want to thank everybody that is watching and those who are supporting me. Again, you have a good night, and I'll see y'all guys soon.